What's going on, everyone? My name is Suboptimal Engineer and I make videos about tech and productivity. In this video, I just wanted to go over how I set up Vim in my terminal. Now, I'm not talking about Vim, the text editor. I'm talking about running Vim commands on the terminal itself. Here's an example. You can see that my cursor is in a block. That means I'm in visual mode. I'm going to press I to enter insert mode. And I'm going to start typing. So now I have a auto suggestion. So I'm going to press Control Spacebar to fill out that auto suggestion. Now let's say that this auto suggestion is actually wrong. I don't want to go to the dot files inside of dev. I want to go to dot files inside of prod. How can I do that? Well, I was in insert mode here. So I'm going to press KJ to enter visual mode. And then I'm going to press back with B, do a DIW, and then change this to prod, and then press enter. Now that doesn't actually exist, so let's change it back to dev. So basically I set up Vim commands in such a way that they run on Iterm2. I recently added this feature to my workflow and it has saved me quite a bit of time in editing and updating different commands that I run on the shell. Now, this video does expect you to have some basic knowledge of Iterm2, Vim, and Oh My Zsh. So if any of those technologies sound new to you, then do check out my previous video where I go over all three of them. It's linked down in the description box. And before we get started, I'm going to ask for one small favor from you guys, which is to leave a like for the YouTube algorithm, as that really does help me and the channel out quite a bit. All right, with that out of the way, let's jump right in. The first thing we need to do is set up Vim mode in Iterm2. That might sound very complicated, but it's actually very simple to do once you have Oh My Zsh installed. All you need to do is change one line inside of your Oh My Zsh config. So to open the zshrc file, we have to go to our home directory. So I'm going to cd to home, which is right over here. And I'm going to do vim.zshrc. In order to actually enable Vim commands, all you really need to do is scroll down to the plugins section and add this plugin called VI Mode. And that allows you to run Vim inside of Iterm2. That's the easy part. Enabling Vim inside of your zshrc file is super straightforward. Now comes the more interesting part, customizing your Vim experience in Iterm2. Obviously, you can customize your terminal Vim experience way more than I have it here, but I wanted to go over three issues I found very bothersome with the VI mode presets. The first thing is how you enter Vim mode. Now, I usually map Vim mode to KJ. So if I press KJ, I should be entering Vim mode, but it doesn't work like that because the preset is actually pressing escape. So if you want to enter Vim mode, you have to press escape, and that's not how I like it. So that's one thing I want to fix. The second thing I want to fix is if I do a visual mode select. So if I press VED, or something like that, where I want to select this word, you'll notice that it opens up Vim, and I don't want that. I don't want Vim to open up. I want to be able to do a ton of visual selects and basically do whatever I want inside of this terminal pane itself without opening up Vim. And the third thing that I found very troublesome is that I couldn't differentiate when I was in insert mode and when I was in visual mode. So right now it looks like I'm in insert mode, but if I press escape, then it puts me in visual mode. And it's kind of confusing to know when you're in visual versus when you're in insert mode. So that's another thing I wanted to fix. I wanted to have a specific cursor that's a block cursor if we're in visual mode, and I wanted to use a single line cursor if it's in insert mode. And these are the three things I found very bothersome, so let's fix them now. So in order to change these three settings, we're going to have to go to this file. It's going to be under your home directory under .ohmyzsh plugins Vim mode and then vimmode.plugin.zsh. It was not easy to find, so I'm going to keep this inside of my GitHub, and that's also down in the description box below. So the first thing that we need to do is going to be enabling Vim commands with KJ. So in order to do that, I put this command here. I'm going to uncomment this, save the file, and let's open a new terminal. And let's go to Okay, so let's go to, currently I am in insert mode, but say I want to go to command mode. Then I'm going to press KJ. As you can see, now I am in command mode. And I can, do certain things like delete stuff and things like that. But again, I don't want this Vim thing to open up, so let's fix that right now. So in order to disable the file open when you press V inside of visual mode, you're gonna have to comment this stuff out. This is a preset inside of the Oh My Zsh config. So when you enable Vim mode, this is the automatic preset. You're just gonna have to comment it out, all 3 of these lines. And so if you comment it out and then you save the file and say now you want to test it out, right? So I'm currently in insert mode. Now in order to escape insert mode, I press KJ instead of escape. I can press back with B's, and then I do V, E, D. As you can see, even though I pressed V, it didn't open up Vim. So that's the second thing, is disabling Vim file open when you press V. And the last thing is going to be changing the style of the cursor. When I'm in insert mode, I want to know I'm in insert mode. It's really hard to tell with this blocky cursor. So let's fix that. Again, I'm going to open up this file, and now this was actually pretty hard to find. I had to look really deep into a ton of Stack Overflow. I had to dig really deep to find this, but basically what this does is if you're in insert mode, it turns it into a line cursor, and if you're in visual mode, it turns it into a block cursor. So I have that enabled inside of Vim, but currently I don't have that enabled inside of Iterm when I'm running Vim. So let's see what happens when we do this. Currently I'm in insert mode, but because you always start off with the block cursor, it doesn't automatically detect that. And I actually don't know if there's a way to fix this. So let me just show you what it's supposed to do. Let's do DD, and then let's press insert. As you can see, now when I'm in insert mode, there's an easy way to tell because the cursor is not a block cursor, it is a line cursor. And finally, when I'm in Vim mode, it's a block cursor. When I'm in insert mode, it's a single cursor. And when I'm in Vim mode, it's a block cursor. These are the 3 biggest issues that I had when I enabled Vim mode, and I wanted you guys to set up Vim mode and get started pretty well. So yeah, that's going to be it for today's video. Let me know what you guys think about this Iterm setup down in the comments below, and be sure to leave a like for the YouTube algorithm if you've made it this far, as that really does help me and the channel out quite a bit. All right, I'll catch you guys next time.